move to create an additional state in the Southeast geopolitical zone seems to be facing a fresh threat. Recently, members of the zone from the two chambers of the National Assembly moved motion for the creation of additional states. The reasons they advanced is to move the zone from 5 to 6 states. The recent of the call was of the House of Representative member from Imo State, Ikenga Ugochinyere, introducing a bill to create Olu State, while Senator Ned Nwoko and others canvassed that Igbo-speaking area in Delta State should be made the 6th state in the Southeast, a notion that James Ugu, leader of Adada State creation, kicked against. Mr. Ugu submit that the creation of Adada State was first consummated in 1983 and was unanimously endorsed at Igbo Assembly in 1998.
Southern Igbos are called in the Agbin, while the Northern Igbos are called in the Wawa. Now, presently, you have 2 states in Wawa, in the northern Igbos.
He explained that the Southeast was divided into 2 subdivisions of North and South.
I do not think that 6th state should also go back to the Southern Igbos. Because if that happens, they will become 4 states. And the Northern Igbos will remain 2 states.
The chairman of Adada State creation is appealing to Igbo leaders and political office holders in the Southeast to support the call for Adada State creation in the interest of unity, fairness, and justice.
And that's why I'm calling on both Mr. President, the Senate President and Senators, House of Representatives, and the Speaker, and my brothers and sisters in the Southern Igbo. They should see risks.
Let me repeat again. There is nothing bad for anyone to agitating for a state. There's nothing bad. But it's so bad when people do it to cause more problem than solving a problem. Exactly. This is where I'm having issues with the kind of statement coming from people who are fighting for other states. For the first time in my life, I'm hearing Northern and Southern Igbo. Hey! So if this guy is accepting there's Northern, where did the Ikwere people fall in? Where did the people in the Benue State fall in? Are they Northern and Igbo? I've never heard this kind of statement before. These guys will divide people just for their own selfish interests. Mr. Ugu, Ndi Wawa, it's not between Anambra and Enugu when it was old Anambra State that we are hearing such thing. Because most of you think that because we come from Delta, we don't know what is happening in the other Igbo land. Most of us breathe and eat from that place you call Enugu State. I live in number 20 Obunike Street in the coal camp. Later moved to number 10 Robinson, Uwani, Enugu. I say this thing and I will repeat it again. Virtually every village within that Enugu territory I have not visited, from Ezagu to Nkanu to Abugo to Abuogugu to Achi to Ugwaji. There is no village, those places I have not gone. Togo. When we are doing this masquerade and Atilogo, Egumon, Egwaji Busu, then I join Boss Brigade. I go to burial of different of these places in Enugu State. And I know that the difference between the Wawa and the so-called Abuenu is that what divided them and make them Anambras and Enugu State today. Then I'm hearing Igbo has Southern Igbo and the Northern Igbo. Just because you want to paint a story, you are becoming selfish. You are cooking up story. You divide the people. Tomorrow now, this one will also cause a problem. When the Abakaleke people were together with the Anambra and the Enugu, we don't have the division of Anambra people is saying Abakaleke people are not Igbo. We don't have the problem of Abakaleke people saying this and that. But like I said, state creation has also divided them. Then we are at the same time trying to use state creation now to bring the Igbos in Delta to become one. You're also causing more division within the Southeast. I don't want to talk about that the land will be divided, it will be too small. That is a different issue. But using your hand to say this is Satan and Igbo, and you know these divisions, say that's what people are fighting for today. You see them talking about South, because it's divided already. Meanwhile, the same people were all in the eastern region before. Everybody, River State, Bayelsa, were all in the eastern region before. But today, because they call it South, people are now fighting each other. Say, we are not the same, we are South. Today, the Oron people are fighting the Ibibios. Why? Because there's a division already. Now you are using Northern Igbo and Southern Igbo to cause division. Why? Why do we find ourselves doing this? Why, Mr. Ugu? You want a state, fine, but this logic reason does not make sense. See, it doesn't matter whether Anyoma is graded though, but I want you people to learn something. You don't need to be lying and dividing your people because of your selfish interests. This to prove that it is selfish interest we are having. You don't even have any proof logically that will benefit the people economically for the state to be graded. You don't have any historical solution we are trying to form by this thing that the state will be graded. All you come here to do is that Igbos are divided into two. Satan and Igbo. Who divided? But we keep saying that Igbo ni Nebu. We in Asobia have been able to identify Igbos that are beyond the 5 southeastern states. And we have moved to discover the Igbos in Kogi, Igbos in Benue, Igbos in Bayelsa, Igbos in Rivers, Igbos in Akwa Ibom, Igbos in Edo State, Igbos in Cross River. And we have bring them together in our last conference, August 29 and 30th. We called Igbo Unification Movement within the Asobia Igbo Bofu Conference, where every of these people has their own participants. We are trying to unite them together. Makandi Bosi anyu komo amelionu obu ofofo. Makani igwebike. So that Igbo will have a good voting bloc. Politically, we will have a good voting bloc. We are trying to unite everybody together to know say we'll be one. Even when we find ourselves in the North Central, we find ourselves in the South, and still find ourselves in the Southeast. But here you are. The small land in the Southeast, you want it to bukeria ya. Kodi ka nya na enye okuko. Ana ato ya chike. Ndi Igbo na dey abata etufu abo galanya. You can't be throwing away and want to be rich. It doesn't make you rich. That's why I said any state graded in Southeast is just to enrich the politicians. Nothing added to the Igbos. Yes, but nothing added. Fact. Share allocations based on number of local governments. Exactly. I said it in one of my videos. Say that Anambra is 177 villages. Tell me how many villages will come from this Adada. Even Suka is cut out. How many villages will make up a state there? How many local governments are you going to share it from there? Now, what is the essence? The same local government that is in Enugu again will still be there. Highest, you share them into 3 or 4 again. Add. Igbo's local government is 95 local government as of today. 95 local government alone. Then if maybe you put additional 4 or 5, it becomes like 100 local government. Meanwhile, some people are having 125, 135 local government. Why wouldn't they collect more allocation than you? The small portion land, you want to divide it because of you want to be a governor. You people cannot sacrifice and calm down and do the right thing for the first time. You and Kennedy just they jump up and down. Thank God for some Igbo loving guys who are online saying they are not supporting it. They are from Suka, they are not supporting it. Our politicians should not fall our hand in a time like this. I keep saying it. I'm not saying this because I'm from Anyoma. This is how I reason. Before we start fighting for Anyoma, we have been saying that Igbo need one more state. Go and check my videos. And before, it was because of saying it, and I said, why not even ask for a normal state? We propose this thing before they start bringing it out, and all this will start coming out. We wrote the petition. Not even the one that Senator proposed. Because then it was House of Rep. Who wrote the petition? Take it to House of Rep. Today, there are 7 states that are supposed to be graded from there, but we're saying allow Nyoma to come because it will add economic value, it will add population value, it will add land mass to us as in the Igbo. Everybody has accepted that Nyoma is Igbo now. It's established. Just the same way we were able to establish that Igbos are in 13 states during our last conference, and the media houses, TV, print, radio carried it, including the chief of staff to the data state, say he doesn't know before that Igbos are beyond just 7 states, that they are in 13 states, because he saw the representative from those places in our conference. He attended on behalf of the governor. So it is not a news that today we know that Anyoma people are 90 to 95% Igbos. Even though there's some people that their hair like this, they are not Igbo, not Igbo. But it's clear. Before, people don't boldly accept their Igbo-ness in Anyoma, but because we started this movement, the Igbo Unification movement, it became clear. And the Igbo people, who the Oba of Benin nearly suspend, it became clear. They started saying, we are Igbos. We are Igbos. Now it is clear that people now know there are indigenous Igbos in Edo State. But it is high time we come together, become a strong force. It's high time we come together, become a strong force. As Igbo don't like themselves, Igbo don't like themselves. This is why people say it. This is why people say it. Igbo don't like themselves. They will see what will benefit them. Selfish interests will make them sabotage it. How long do we continue with this divide? We divide ourselves by ourselves. We divide ourselves by ourselves and be claiming that the enemies are the ones dealing with us. After tomorrow now, you start complaining. Why is it people is fighting Northern Igbos? But you are the one that created this division. We never see it before. I never hear anything like Southern or Northern Igbo. At my age, at my experience and traveling, at the books I've read, I've not seen it anywhere written. But just because you want a political position, you are not creating what is not existing. Come on, man. It's not fair. How long do we continue like this? Anyway, I want to end with this video where the lab people are speaking up how they are Igbos. Even though some of them say they come from a gala. But this is what I was expecting. This kind of statement is what I'm expecting from people like Asabo of Asaba. This is what I'm expecting. We have said it time and time, but we know there are families, quarters, or communities that intermigration came from different places to establish. I was reading a comment, so that somebody say he is from Ogwashe in Enugu State. There is a place they call Neke Ogwashe. Neke Ogwashe. That their family are migrated from Ogwashe here in Delta to that place. So when we say we are Igbos, we are not saying we come from Southeast, because some of us, some of the villages you see in the Southeast also came from here to that place. Intermigration happened to all of us. We know. But we are Igbos because there's no time the Igbos conquer and force anybody to speak their language, change their name, and they sound Igboic. I'm out of here, John.
I am asking Igbo, some strange reason, but the fact of the matter is, I'm speaking Igbo. I speak Igbo. You speak Igbo. We all speak Igbo. Also, I know. If I know Igbo, if I know Igbo, we are all Igbos. Asaba and Ela are brothers. We are older. We are senior brother to Asaba.